What's up, rockers from all across the world? I'm here in Huntsville, Alabama. God bless Alabama. I'm with the Florida Rockers. They're far from Kansas, far from Florida. The Dev.
Freezing.
Hey, we are
out
not
here
in Florida anymore.
On their first road tour for his concert series of 2021.
Barely, but we got through.
And this is also our 6-month anniversary, you know, for those crazy dating people that you want to get cakes and shit. They got me beer, so that's my cake for the 6-month anniversary. But 6 months since I saw them last time in October, about 6 months, for their show, hometown show, Halloween show. Since then, you guys released a brand new single, Shameless Life. That is blowing up. It's got over 100,000 views on YouTube, literally. Like, literally, like, you're going to watch it right now. So, let's talk about 500? Views. Like the Christmas channel, you know, the diamond channels? Yeah. 500 from 5.
Go watch it now.
Jesus Christ, it's blown up. But so let's talk about Shameless Life. That's your guys' third single.
Yeah.
Third single since being a band.
Third single, second music video, yeah.
So let's talk about that in a sense. How did this come about? The riffs, because this is, I think, the most riff-heavy of your guys' 3 singles.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on there. Lyrics-wise, it's amazing. The lyrics-wise are deep in there as well. So it's talk about this whole new single, Shameless Life.
So I'm gonna give it off to the bandmates first, because right now the way we write music, I'm actually the last person to ever step in. You know, sings a few notes, walks in, and I put some lyrics onto it. But this is one of our heavier songs, and we did do a lot of adjusting, I think, with lyric-wise and everything, and there was parts where I had to ask the band members for help, because we didn't want to portray a song that was about a breakup or about like some kind of love interest, more so the love for music. So it had a very interesting start.
Yeah, and as far as like the riffs are concerned, I think the mentality that I had initially was very much like a Stone Sour vibe. You know, have something heavy but yet very groove orientated. Something that she would be able to really kind of let go and release on, especially during the choruses. And then, you know, the intro and the verse themselves are both, you know, like in the same family. You know, the verse is just a little play on what that intro riff is. And so I've always enjoyed songs that do that, especially a lot of modern bands do that. And, you know, you come out of the gate with this like just heavy riff and let people groove on it for a little while, and then, you know, bring it into the verse. So, you know, the other cool thing about this song is that we do kind of like jam a little bit. You know, we have this breakdown, we have this little like trippy solo section thing, and then we have another.
You guys have 2 breakdowns technically. Technically, there's 2 breakdowns.
Yeah, and you know, for putting out a song, that's something that most bands don't necessarily prescribe to. But you know, I like having music and songs that kind of pull the rug out from underneath you and have a little bit of a surprise. And I think that's what keeps people coming back and listening to it, is the fact that you're like, oh, this is cool. So, and you know, it's a nice, heavy, dynamic, riff-filled song. So I love it. You know, I'm glad everybody likes it too. So,
well, it's like Chris said, like, you guys have 500,000 views on there for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
For sure.
But like, so who came up with the lyrics for the song? Because like some of them, they're kind of deep cut. So I'm curious if this is like a personal story going on to it.
Yeah, it for sure is. So I come from like a very strict, closed off family, and I think when I got into the whole music scene, it wasn't up until later. All these bandmates, they've been in music for a while. I didn't actually take music seriously up until like the ending of high school. And I was maybe like 18 or 19 at the time, and I had a lot of people always telling me to do music, and I fell in love with it, and I was going to college, and to me it was just going to be a hobby. By 1920, I had like a lot of conversations with like, you know, really shady people and not so shady people, and I realized it was not any more of a hobby, but more of like kind of a fix and a drug, to the point where I couldn't not be in a band. So I was not vibing with anybody that I was playing with for quite a while, and then I found the Dev, and it just everything fit right. So in the beginning of the song, I mentioned something about, you know, it being a tragedy, because when you're a musician and you don't find the people that you want to jam with.
Let's start it off with a tragedy.
Yeah, a little girl with an open heart, unaware of what she's. Yeah, the song is kind of like a tragic beginning, because you get very lost as a musician if you don't have a band that you want to jam with or play with. And so that's kind of what I did in the first verse. There's a lyric that says, "I'm not a druggie, but I've got my fix," with an open heart and a bleeding soul, because every time you do a performance, whether it's like a small dive bar or we're playing House of Blues, you kind of sell yourself out just a little bit to the audience members, and in the best way possible. I'm not being negative about it, but you sell little pieces of yourself, little fragments, and people can take that song or take that lyric and always carry it with them. So I wanted to really show the black and the whites of, being lost and not realizing what you're getting yourself into. And then also like the desperation and the love that we have, and like we wouldn't do anything other than this. But yeah, it's me. I wrote that. It's about us. It's about
And by the way, she made herself part of the band. So from our first interview, we talked about how she became a band. They weren't looking for a female singer at first, and then she came along saying, "You guys want me? Bye."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't.
She won't leave us alone. We just try to keep.
Well, so okay, my favorite band in the whole wide world is System of a Down, and I talk about this all the time. And Serge is not a screamer, but he's very heavy, and it's considered like new metal or alternative metal or so on. So I've always wanted to find a hard rock to even metal band that would be willing to have a female vocalist, and a vocalist that sings not necessarily pretty but emotional. So when I met Ryan and John at first and I saw them, I'm not sure if they were opposed to having a female vocalist, but I knew that I really wanted to be in a band with them, and they took their chances, and here I am.
Now, going on to the future, 3 singles. Is there a plan for an EP? And if there's a plan for the EP, is there going to be all new music? Are you guys going to do another single? What's the forecast of the rest of 2021?
We do have another single. It's being mixed right now, and we're actually going back into the studio in May. So next month, and it's funny when being on this tour, we've been asked for like, hey, do you guys have any CDs? And it's kind of like, CD is like, what is that? But so yeah.
Cars have CD players anymore, do they?
Yeah, I don't think cars have CD players. The new ones don't. Yeah, like there's all auxiliary, but
the folks in Huntsville, Alabama do.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. What is it? I better not say that. But anyways, so maybe we can consider maybe a little EP for the road, for the fans out there that maybe want to pick it up, and they can buy something, and we'll sign it and do all that stuff, if they want that. And but
the Dev Road Sessions.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. But I guess long story short, it's we have this new single being mixed currently. We're probably looking at maybe. I hate to put a date on things because some things can happen, but probably September.
I hate to put label on things too.
Yeah. But yeah, probably like September, something like that.
All right. Don't get my hopes up.
Yeah, I think right now the reason why we focused on singles so much was because we've only been a band for 2 years. February 24th of 2019 was our first show. And we could have probably gone off bat and taken more time in the behind the scenes to write an album or an EP and release that at first. We really wanted to focus on creating an image and I guess a persona for everyone to understand us off of. So with Broken Lies, we had the cool dope lyric video and the visuals. With Queen of the Damned, we started really introducing the whole color schemes and the music video. And obviously with Shameless Life, we just got to be bigger and better and do multiple takes of different scenes, different settings and whatnot. And I think we're just slowly but surely working up to bigger and better, bigger than better. So, EPs and albums are not, they're not out for it. I think the reason why we focus on it to begin with was just so you guys have something to grasp us and understand us by.
Well, No, this is a question for everybody. This is your guys' first tour away from Florida, from your hometowns, on the road, in a van, in a hotel room, bodily smells, makeup putting on in front of each other. You know, this is like when you get married and then you start learning some shit about each other. Did you guys learn some shit about each other?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. As the girl, we have a merch girl named Kelly, and I get to share a room with her. So unfortunately, these dudes have to actually share a room 4 with 1, but they're not that bad.
On one bed.
Right. Well, no. We brought blow-up mattresses, but like it was funny. The first night that we stayed at a hotel, our room, like we had 2 blow-up mattresses on the floor, clothes everywhere. You know, there's food, wrappers, beers, like shit is just all over the place. And then I go into their room to say like, yo, we gotta go. Like it's time to go. And like there's makeup cases nicely lined the walls. Everything's set up and like spread out. Like they had made right. It must have took them like 4 hours to just set up their hotel room. We were like, what do you like? So it's a very distinct dichotomy between, you know, what the 4 of us as boys do in the room and the 2 of them as girls do. But, you know, I think the most important thing about, you know, just going on the road and is just being able to, like, you know, live with everyone. And sometimes, you know, not everyone's in the best of moods. And so that's the time when, you know, you just put in your earbuds. Everybody kind of gets their quiet time. And there's times when everyone's joking and have a good time. There's times last night where I was thrown up in the bathroom and because I was a little too drunk and everybody's like
a boss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. Right, everybody's looking at me. They're like, does he have his hair back? Okay, he's good. He's good. His head's not like drowning in the toilet. He's cool. He's fine.
He's fine.
Right.
He can play tomorrow.
Right. So I mean, you know, and that's part of the whole gig is learning everybody. But I mean, I don't think I've learned anything about anyone that I didn't really like already know, like some deep dark secret. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
We're very open with
Yeah, we're pretty open, so far it's been okay.
Let's ask the drummer though. Let's go. He sees.
I mean, I really haven't noticed much about everyone else that's different than anything I already knew. Kind of like Ryan said. I mean, I'm trying to think. I know John says he snores, but like I never noticed anything. Like we all kind of fall asleep at the same time, wake up generally around the same time. It's like we're all synchronized one another. Yeah, synchronized snoring is what it is.
So when males are together, we all synchronize snore.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. In harmony as well.
In South Carolina, it was super cold. I guess they said it was just a swallow my hair, but no, it was like a spur of the moment cold front that moved in and. The fucking heater didn't work, you know. And so I'm on a blow up mattress and I am freezing to death all night. Like I think I only got like 2 hours.
Time to hug that guitar, boy.
Yeah, but
hey, it's without a paddle. We don't talk about it. Well, how about the fans from? Because you guys did not just the tour going like Florida all across. Or you guys did cross-state tour. How were the fans, venues, and bands that you guys played with and whatnot? How was that?
Yeah, so
I heard there was like some like whiskey and nipples or something like that.
Oh no, that's
what is it? The baptized in whiskey and raised on the titty. Yeah, I mean that's so good. Hey guys, it's Belmont Six Pack is the name of the band. They're great. Go check them out. Like, and guys, if you're listening to this, please make a shirt with that on it because I'm gonna buy it. So.
No, totally. Everything has been awesome. Like even when we played in Savannah the first night. We didn't have any expectations because it was a show that we had to book outside of this run, the 3 days that we've done with Days to Come. So the Tallahassee and Savannah are like shows that we basically did. Everybody loved us in Savannah. There were people coming up to us. The owner, the other band Lilac that we played with. They all want us to come back. There was a guy there. They do. It was the Wormhole that we played, and they're doing Wormstock or whatever, which is like their version of Woodstock, even though it's not like open air or whatever. But they want us to play that in the fall. So made a great impression there. Then we go to South Carolina and play Tribbles. Everybody loved us at Tribbles. The owner of Tribble himself was freaking incredible. The man wears sunglasses 24/7.
That's where we learned the. You're goddamn right. That's where we learned that from, and we told him like, hey, you know, we're gonna take that with us, and we're gonna spread it, you know. But I think people here they know it too here in Alabama, and they knew it. I heard people say it last night in Tennessee too, so I guess they already. That's just it's a thing. Yeah.
And Tribble wore sunglasses the whole night, and we asked him, why are you always wearing sunglasses? He said, because the sun don't set on a badass.
Yeah.
Love it. That's a shirt in itself right there. It's freaking incredible. They were awesome. They want us back. You know, they were like, hey, you're playing on a Thursday. We need to bring you back on a Friday or Saturday when there's more people. So awesome. And then last night in Tennessee, the crowd, as soon as we started playing and putting on our show, the crowd just came all the way up to the front of the stage. When she was doing CCW, the crowd like formed a circle around her. They were eating out of the palm of her hand. It was awesome. It was just such a good show. The stage was super cramped. I couldn't hardly move, but we played a great show. Everybody had fun.
I'm sold. Can I buy a ticket?
Yes, do it. But everybody has wanted us back. There's more. As everybody, marijuana is legal for recreational use in Tennessee, so everybody was smoking blunts at the venue. They had edibles at the venue. They had everything. I mean, we ate food at the venue. It was great. Everybody loved us. So far since we've been on this tour, every venue we've played, the staff, the sound guys, the fans have been incredible. They've been so nice, and they've all wanted us back. They've all said, we want you back. So, honestly, the tour's been going awesome. Everybody has been awesome. Thank you to everybody that's come out. If you're watching this, we love you, and we will definitely be back in those cities.
Thank you, Chuck.
There you go. No, it was honestly, this is my first real tour ever as a musician in general, and obviously this is the first tour for the band. Everything that John said, it sounds like we're probably hyping you up. It sounds like we're, trying to sell ourselves. But honestly, it all was just amazing. I mean,
the hype train is real. It's not this song. It's the hype train's real.
No, like the hype train is totally real. Like, I mean, we would exceed our merch sales because, I mean, we literally go day by day, like gas, tour, hotels.
What was the shirt that you guys sold out earlier that you said you brought out?
The Felipe special, which was
special.
My best friend Felipe decided. He doesn't listen to rock music, and he designed a shirt that's white. And we're like, dude, what the hell? We're a rock band. Who's going to buy a white shirt? But, it sold. I mean, there's been a lot of things. And, I mean, the last show that we did, I probably shit bricks because I the front woman to not be able to be on stage with the bandmates. And I just took a couple more whiskey shots, and I was like, fuck it, we're going to have fun. We're going to jam out. And we do a cover of Pussycat Dolls' Don't Ya? And that was just my perfect opportunity to start, like, going up on different dudes and, like a little mini, almost burlesque show. And everyone loved it. And we don't know what we're getting ourselves into with every venue that we go into. And we probably work a lot to get on our shit on stage and our shit off of stage. But every single time, it's completely worth it. People appreciate it. And it's just a whole new story and a whole new, I guess, experience to add onto the books.
Well, it sounds like this has been like a learning experience for all you guys together as a band. Like your first time crammed in the van, hotel room, but then playing together on this kind of back-to-back format of stage. Because what people don't understand when you're doing these back-to-back shows, they're driving literally the next day or that night to their next venue, and then trying to get sleep, catch up, and get set up, sound check, all their good stuff for their stuff. It is nonstop. So for them, this is a whole new lifestyle, and they're still bringing it each night.
We definitely try. Just for you guys.
They don't try. They do. They do. So what's rest for 2021 for you guys? Like, are you guys going to try to do another tour, concert series? Are you going to stick to hometown Florida, branch out to California? Oh God.
Is California going to have us there?
In October.
Okay. Well, yeah. we may. Yeah. With things opening back up, I mean, we want it, like we were talking about, releasing new, more music, obviously new music. That's always in works and has to be. But I think, for us getting out here and getting back and being one of the, the initial bands that get out and play shows, I think it's a great opportunity for us to go there because so many places are opening up and want bands to come through. And here's our chance to get back to that grassroots mentality and get out and get in front of people and, and play and expose them to the Dev's music. So it's kind of changed, like, I think a little bit of what we wanted to do, because I think we do want to do a couple more runs, and whatever we can get under our belts, let's get it, and continue on with the music and everything that we can. So it evolves, it changes, and things can vary. And tomorrow somebody may say, hey, we want you guys to go make a record. And so we say, all right, well, let's go make a record then, So we're always up to whatever it is, but we know that we just want to keep moving forward and create new music and new art. And then as well with the venues coming back online, support the local music and support the venues, because it's important too for bands to get back out and tour, because these venues that are struggling to stay open, they need bands to come through and play, you know what I mean, and bring people out. So you're also supporting, small businesses in these towns, or just local establishments that have been, hosting bands for a long period of time. So
and
doing our part.
I'm so happy that you guys survived the wave of COVID. That's the hardest thing for any band last year, and you survived it without doing a live stream, for the rest of 21, and then coming back hard, starting off a tour out in the South, Midwest, and whatnot, and keeping it strong, releasing a single, and you guys are only going to keep that momentum, because now you guys are doing this, staying strong during COVID. Now post COVID, you're kicking off strong.
Yeah, one thing for sure is we never stopped. I mean, we obviously had different precautions in order to do so. But that was one thing that we were very fearful of. We were a band of a year, and then right when we were supposed to really enjoy, all the efforts that we put in as a band, the whole virus pandemic happened. But thankfully with local radio stations, with, us just being able to contact and message our fans through social media, we stuck through it, and 2021 was going to most definitely be our bitch to a degree, We weren't going to sit down anymore. We were stuck inside already too much. So we did the single, we're doing the tour, and we still have a lot more in the future to come.
Well, thank you guys for taking your time before your show.
Thank you for having us.
For first time, finally in an in-show interview, not on Instagram Live, in person. I'm going to get tested for COVID. That's just kidding, JK.
Yes.
JK. I'll get tested for other things. Anyways, but thank you guys. This is going to be a great show. I'm going to have my review as well coming up for this, all together in a big Dev package.
And he's going to try. He's coming onto stage with us for not one, but two of our singles.
I guess I am. Maybe that's going to hop on online. People will see. You have to find out. Stay tuned.
We're lucky to have you. And we're lucky that you want to, interview us and everything. You've been dope since, the first time we met you.
I like good
For
people.
real.
I like good.
Thank you.
I was going to say the same thing you said.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. You'll see this whole show and I guess my guest appearance on there a couple times.
Woo!
So be on the lookout. And always horns up.